हेलो एवरीवन, वेलकम बैक टू ब्लैक ब्यूटी क्लब्स यूट्यूब चैनल। वी होप आप सब बहुत अच्छे होंगे। आज की वीडियो में हम एक बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक के बारे में बात करने जा रहे हैं, जो है कि आप अपने प्रोडक्ट्स को कैसे क्लीन कर सकते हैं और उनकी हाइजीन कैसे मेंटेन कर सकते हैं। तो चलिए देखते हैं। फ्रीक्वेंटली यूज़ करने से हमारे ब्रशेस और स्पॉन्जेस पर मेकअप बिल्डअप होना स्टार्ट हो जाता है। अपने क्लाइंट्स की सेफ्टी के लिए आपके प्रोडक्ट्स की हाइजीन मेंटेन करना बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट है। अब ऐसे क्या टिप्स और टूल्स हैं जो आप यूज़ करके अपने प्रोडक्ट्स को क्लीन कर सकते हैं, उनकी हाइजीन मेंटेन कर सकते हैं। चलिए देखते हैं। सबसे पहले हम सबसे ज़्यादा यूज़ होने वाले मेकअप टूल की बात करते हैं, जो है आपका मेकअप स्पॉन्ज और ब्यूटी ब्लेंडर। स्टेप नंबर 1, सोक योर ब्यूटी ब्लेंडर और beauty sponge. Run the sponge under lukewarm water until it's fully soaked. Step 2, lather. Use a few drops of mild shampoo or soap and work with the sponge to take the product out using your fingers. You may need to repeat this step a few times if you haven't cleaned your sponge in a while. Step number 3, rinse. Keep rinsing the sponge until the water runs clear and all the soap is out. Make sure to squeeze throughout the process to make sure that all the product has come out. Step number 4, dry. Squeeze out the excess water and pat dry the sponge with a clean towel or a tissue. Now allow the sponge to air dry, or if you want to use it damp, go ahead and use it. Step number 5 and the most important one, you have to repeat this after every use. Make sure to clean your sponge after each use so that no product is sitting in there for a very long time. Step number 6, check for molds. If your sponge is never left to dry, there are chances it may have grown some mold. So if you see any sort of small black patches, cut open to see if the sponge really has caught up the infection. If it has, you have to immediately discard the product. Once you've cleaned your makeup sponges, now it's time for makeup brushes. Step number 1, rinse. Rinse the brushes under running water. Make sure the running water is not going into the base of brush because it may ruin the glue and it may tend to come out. Step number 2, cleanse. Work with a small amount of shampoo or mild soap into the bristles. Swirl it till the lather produces and then rinse it underwater. Repeat the process until the water runs clear. If you're having a hard time taking the stubborn product out of the bristles, massage a little bit of coconut oil on the bristles. This will loosen up the build and make cleaning easier for you. Step number 3, disinfect. Now that your brushes are clean, you need to make sure that they are disinfected too. For disinfecting your brushes, add 2 parts of water and 1 part of vinegar. In a shallow bowl, swirl the brushes around in the water for a minute or 2 and then rinse it with clean water. Step number 4, dry. Press a dry towel on the bristles to soak up the excess water. Reshape the bristles into their original form and let it dry overnight on a towel. Step number 5, repeat the same process every week. Clean your brushes every week to keep the germs away from your makeup products as well as your client's skin. चलिए अब देखते हैं आपके सबसे ज़्यादा यूज होने वाले हेयर प्रोडक्ट हेयर ब्रश को कैसे क्लीन करें। Remove as much hair from the bristles as you can. Use a tail comb or toothpick to pick up the hair that your fingers might miss. Step number 2, soak. Fill a bowl with water and add a few drops of shampoo in it. If you're using a plastic brush, you can soak it for up to 3 to 5 minutes. If your brush has a fabric head, do not soak it but dip it in the water a few times. Step number 3, scrub. To get those bristles as good as new, wet it with soapy water and give the bristles a good scrub. Step number 4, dry. Lay the brush bristle side down on a towel and let it dry overnight. Step number 5, repeat after every month. Give your hair brushes a good bath every month to avoid product buildup. हमारी मेकअप किट में काफ़ी सारे मेटल टूल्स भी होते हैं, जैसे नेल क्लिपर्स, आईलैश कर्लर, ट्वीजर्स एक्सेट्रा। और इन प्रोडक्ट्स को भी क्लीन करना बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट है। आप अपने मेटल प्रोडक्ट्स को कैसे क्लीन कर सकते हैं, इन स्टेप्स को फॉलो कीजिए। For metal tools like eyelash curler, tweezers, etc., wash them using water and antibacterial soap and let it dry. Step number 2, sanitize. You can thoroughly wipe down the tool with alcohol-soaked cotton ball. If the tool comes directly in contact with your face, you also have to rinse it with water and then pat dry it with a clean towel. Step number 3, repeat after every use. Ideally, these tools also deserve a good cleanup, so you can clean them up after every use. Store your tools in a clean container to keep them free from bacteria. तो ये थे कुछ टिप्स और ट्रिक्स जो आप यूज़ कर सकते हैं अपने मेकअप टूल्स को क्लीन करने के लिए। We hope you found the video helpful. If you did, don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe to the YouTube channel. We hope to see you soon next time. Bye.